Hey, before you skip this episode, let me ask you something. Have you ever had the perfect words in your head, but when it was time to speak, everything just disappeared? Like poof, gone. Like your brain said, nope, not today. If that sounds familiar, then this episode is made for you. Stay right here. Do not go anywhere.
Welcome to Mr. English Podcast, the place where real people talk about real life in simple, easy English. I am James.
And I am Emma, and we are so happy you are here with us today. Seriously, whether you are listening from New York, Texas, California, or anywhere in the beautiful USA, we see you, we appreciate you.
And hey, real quick, if this is your first time here, welcome to the family. And if you have been with us for a while, you already know what we do. We talk, we laugh, we learn together, and we keep it simple and honest.
So please, right now, hit that subscribe button for Mr. English Podcast. Share this episode with one friend, one classmate, one family member who is learning English, because good things are better when you share them.
Okay, today's topic is big, like really big. We're talking about confidence, why it matters, where it goes, and how to bring it back when life makes it disappear.
And we are not going to make this a boring lesson. No lists on a whiteboard, no grammar rules, just two people having a real, honest conversation that you can follow and enjoy.
So grab your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever you have. Get comfortable and let us begin.
Okay, James, I want to start with something real, something that actually happened to me. Is that okay?
Please, that is the best kind of start.
All right. So, a few years ago, I moved to a new city, new neighborhood, new faces, new everything. And one day, I walked into a small coffee shop near my apartment just to get a simple coffee. That's all, one coffee.
That sounds easy enough.
Right. It should be easy. But I walked in and there were a lot of people, and the person at the counter was looking at me, and suddenly I forgot everything. I forgot what coffee I wanted. I forgot how to say it clearly. I just stood there, smiling like a confused tourist.
Oh no.
And the worst part? I ordered the wrong thing. I said something, and what came out was not what I wanted at all. And I just took it. I paid, and I walked away with a drink I didn't even like.
You just accepted it?
I just accepted it because I didn't feel confident enough to say, wait, sorry, that's not what I meant. I was scared of looking silly, and that moment stayed with me for a long time.
Wow, that's such a real example, because I think many people have had that exact feeling. Not in a coffee shop maybe, but somewhere. A store, a class, a meeting, a phone call.
Exactly. And it was just a coffee. It wasn't even a big deal. But in that moment, my confidence was completely gone, and it affected such a simple, small thing in my day.
And that's why we are talking about confidence today, because confidence is not just about big speeches or big moments. It lives inside the small things, the everyday things.
The coffee shop things.
The coffee shop things, exactly. So let me ask you this, Emma. What do you think confidence actually is? Like in simple words, how would you explain it to someone who's just starting to learn English?
Okay. I would say confidence is a feeling that tells you, I can do this. Maybe not perfectly, but I can try. It's like a little voice inside you that says, go ahead, it's okay.
I like that, a little voice inside.
Yes, and for many people, especially when they're learning something new, like English, that little voice gets very quiet, or sometimes it disappears completely.
And then a different voice comes in.
A louder voice, the voice that says, what if I make a mistake? What if they laugh? What if my English is not good enough?
That voice. I know that voice very well.
We all do, James, every single one of us.
So confidence is not about having no fear. It's about having a little fear, but still moving forward.
Yes, that's a great way to say it. Confidence doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you feel a little scared and you do the thing anyway.
I heard something like this once. Someone said, courage is not the absence of fear. It's taking the step even with fear in your pocket.
Oh, I love that. Fear in your pocket. You carry it with you, but you still walk.
You still walk. Exactly.
Okay, James, now I want to hear your story, because you always have a good one.
Okay. Mine is a little embarrassing.
The best ones always are.
So I was in school, high school, and my teacher asked the class a question, and I knew the answer. I was sitting there, and in my head, I was like, I know this. This is easy. I know this.
So what happened?
I raised my hand, finally, after about 1 full minute of telling myself to raise it, and the teacher called on me, and I started to speak. And then I just said the wrong word. Not the wrong answer, just one wrong word, like my mouth went a different direction than my brain.
Your mouth went rogue.
Completely rogue. And a couple of kids laughed, just a little, just for a second. But to me, it felt like the whole world stopped and pointed at me.
Oh, I know that feeling. That one small laugh can feel like a huge storm.
It really does. And after that, for weeks, I didn't raise my hand in that class, even when I knew the answer. I just sat there, quiet, looking at my notebook.
Because of one moment.
Because of one moment, one small, forgettable moment that my brain turned into a giant movie about everything that could go wrong.
And that is the thing, right? Our brain loves to do that. It takes one small moment and plays it again and again, like a video on repeat, but only the embarrassing part.
The highlight reel of bad moments. That is what my brain keeps.
Right. No one sends us a highlight reel of our good moments, just the ones we want to forget.
So why does confidence matter so much? Like, really, why is it such a big deal?
Okay, let me think about this simply. When you have confidence, even a little, you try things. You speak up, you ask questions, you say hello to a new person, you apply for the job, you answer the phone even though it makes you nervous.
And when you try things, things happen.
Good things sometimes. Connections happen, opportunities happen, growth happens. But none of that can happen if you stay quiet and stay still because fear is running the show.
So confidence is kind of like the key that opens the door?
Yes, I like that. The door is there, the opportunity is there, but without confidence, you just stand at the door and look at it.
And some people stand at that door for years.
Some people do, and that breaks my heart a little, because they have so much inside them, so many ideas, so many good words, so much to offer, but fear keeps them standing still.
And for English learners specifically, this is huge, because learning a new language is already hard, and then adding the fear of making mistakes, that makes it feel impossible.
Exactly. I have talked to so many people who say, my English is not perfect, so I just do not speak. And I always want to say, wait, nobody's English is perfect, not even people who grew up speaking it.
That is so true. I make mistakes, you make mistakes.
We all make mistakes every single day. The difference is, confident people make the mistake, notice it, maybe laugh about it, and keep going.
And people without confidence make the mistake and stop, completely stop.
And then they decide that the mistake means something terrible about them. Like, oh, I made a mistake. I must be bad at this. I should not try anymore.
But a mistake is just a mistake.
Just a mistake. One moment, one step, not the whole story.
Okay, so I want to talk about something I noticed, and this is from real life. I have a friend, I won't say his name, but this guy is one of the smartest people I know, like genuinely brilliant.
Okay, I'm curious.
He knows so much about so many things. History, science, business, everything. And when we're just hanging out, one-on-one, he talks for hours. He's funny and interesting, and you learn something every time you talk to him.
That sounds amazing.
It is, but then put him in a room with more than 3 people, complete silence. He shuts down, he sits in the corner, he smiles politely, but he doesn't say anything.
Wow. So in a group, his confidence disappears?
Completely. And I asked him once, I said, hey, why do you not speak up more? You have so much to say. And he looked at me and said, What if my idea sounds stupid compared to theirs?
Ugh. Ugh.
And that one sentence told me everything. He wasn't quiet because he had nothing to say. He was quiet because he was comparing himself to everyone else in the room. And in his mind, he was always losing that comparison.
That is so painful to hear, because from the outside, you can clearly see he's brilliant, but from the inside, he only sees the ways he might not be good enough.
And that's the trap, the comparison trap. You look at someone else and you think they're so much better, they're so much smarter, they speak so much more clearly, and you make yourself smaller to avoid being compared.
But here's the thing nobody tells you. The person you're comparing yourself to, they're probably doing the same thing, looking at someone else and feeling smaller.
Really? Even confident-looking people?
Especially them sometimes. Confidence on the outside doesn't always match what's happening on the inside.
So some people are acting confident even when they don't feel it.
Some people are, yes. And that's actually okay. Because when you act a certain way for long enough, it starts to become real. Your body and your brain begin to believe it.
Fake it until you make it?
Sort of. I like to say practice it until you feel it. Because it's not exactly fake. It's more like rehearsing, like practicing for a show. The more you rehearse, the more natural it feels.
Okay, let's talk about something very specific because our listeners are English learners. And I want to talk about confidence in English. Like, what does it actually look like to speak English with confidence?
Oh, this is important. Okay, so I think there are some ideas people have about confident English that are completely wrong.
Like what?
Like, people think confident English means fast English. Like, if you speak fast, you sound confident.
Does it?
No. Actually, sometimes the opposite. When people are nervous, they speak faster. They rush through their words, and it becomes hard to understand them.
Really?
Yes. Think about a president giving a speech, or a doctor explaining something serious. They speak slowly and clearly. Every word has space. That feels powerful and confident.
So slowing down is actually more confident.
Yes. When you slow down, you're saying, my words matter. I am not rushing because I'm afraid. I have something to say, and I'm going to say it clearly.
I never thought about it that way.
Most people do not. They think they need to match the speed of native speakers. But the most important thing is to be understood, and slow and clear is understood.
Okay, what else? What other wrong ideas do people have?
Big one. People think confident English means perfect English, no mistakes.
And we already said that is not true.
Completely not true. I was in a meeting once, and there was a woman from Brazil. Her English was not perfect. She made some grammar mistakes. She sometimes stopped to find the right word. But she looked at people when she talked. She smiled. She spoke clearly. She was calm. And everyone in that room respected her.
Because she was not hiding.
Exactly. She was not hiding. She was there, fully there, sharing her ideas. And people felt that. Grammar mistakes and all.
And then there are people with very clean, perfect English who nobody really listens to because they speak like they are reading a textbook.
Yes, the robot reading a textbook. Very correct, very boring, zero connection.
So confidence in English is more about connection than perfection.
100%. Are you here? Are you present? Are you trying to share something real? That is what people respond to. Let me share one more real moment. This one is a little personal.
Go for it.
When I first started doing this podcast, I was terrified, like genuinely scared. I kept thinking, who am I to talk? What if people think my English is strange? What if I say something wrong?
You? You were scared?
Of course I was. I'm human. I sat in front of the microphone the very first time, and my hands were cold. My voice felt shaky. I recorded the same sentence maybe 6 times before I felt okay about it.
Wow, I did not know that.
And you know what pushed me to start anyway? I thought about all the people who might be sitting somewhere feeling exactly like I felt. Scared, unsure, wanting to speak but not knowing how to begin. And I thought, if I can just talk to them, honestly, without pretending to be perfect, maybe they will feel less alone.
That is beautiful, Emma.
Thank you. And the funny thing is, the more I recorded, the more comfortable I became.
The more I practiced, the less scary it felt. The first episode was hard, the 10th was easier, and now I sit here and we just talk, like old friends.
That is exactly what building confidence looks like. You did not wait until you felt ready. You started while you were still scared.
And I kept going, even when I thought an episode did not go well. Even when I listened back and thought, oh, why did I say it like that? I kept going.
Because stopping would have taught you nothing.
Stopping would have told my brain, see, you were right to be scared. This is dangerous. Do not try again. But continuing, even imperfectly, taught my brain something different. It said, we did it. We survived. We can do it again.
Okay. I want to talk about something we all do that kills confidence, and I think it's one of the biggest ones.
What is it?
I mean, we wait for someone to tell us we're good enough before we try. We wait for our English to be perfect before we speak. We wait for the right moment before we take the chance. We wait for someone to say, yes, you're ready. Go ahead.
But that permission often never comes.
It never comes because nobody can give you that permission except you. And every day you wait, another day passes where you could have practiced, could have grown, could have made a small step forward.
And it feels safe to wait. Waiting feels safe, but it's actually one of the most expensive things you can do.
Expensive how?
Because time is expensive. Every week you wait is a week you could have been speaking, learning, growing. Waiting costs you time that you can never get back.
And also, waiting trains your brain to wait. The more you practice waiting, the more natural waiting becomes.
Yes, you become really good at waiting.
Expert-level waiting. And meanwhile, life is moving.
Life is moving, and the people who take small, imperfect steps every day are moving with it.
All right, let's get practical now, because I know our listeners want to know, okay, this is interesting, but what do I actually do? What are some real things I can do to build confidence in English and in life?
Yes, practical steps, real things. Let's do this.
Okay, first one, and this is simple. Speak every day, even if it's to yourself.
Yes, talk to yourself. In the mirror, in the shower, while you're cooking. Tell yourself what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm going to the store. It sounds silly, but it works.
Because your mouth is practicing. Your brain is connecting words to actions, and the more your mouth practices, the more comfortable speaking becomes.
And you can't embarrass yourself in front of yourself, so it's the safest practice place there is.
Second one, start with small conversations, not big ones, small.
Yes, you don't need to give a speech. Start with good morning. Start with thank you so much. Start with how are you today? Little sentences in real situations. A cashier at the store, a neighbor, a coworker.
Small moments, small wins, and those small wins add up.
They really do. Each small conversation is a little bit of proof that you can do it. And that proof builds trust in yourself.
Third one, stop apologizing before you speak.
Oh, this is a big one.
How many times have you heard someone say, sorry, my English is not very good, but before they even say one sentence?
So many times. And I understand why they do it. It feels like protection. Like if I warn them first, then they will be kinder about my mistakes.
But what it actually does is it tells the other person, do not take me seriously before I even begin.
It lowers how they see you before you even give them a chance to see you properly.
So instead of, sorry, my English is not good, just start. Just speak. Your English does not need an apology. It needs a chance.
Give it a chance. I love that.
Fourth one, celebrate small things. Seriously.
Yes. If you sent an email in English today, that is something. If you understood a movie scene without subtitles, that is something. If you asked a question at the store, that is something.
Our brains love evidence. They love proof. When you celebrate small wins, you are telling your brain, look, see, we are doing this. We are growing. And your brain starts to believe it.
And believing it changes everything. Because how you see yourself changes how you act. And how you act changes what happens to you.
Fifth one, this one's important. Find safe people to practice with.
Yes, this matters so much. If you only practice with people who make you feel judged or small, it will be very hard to grow. Find someone who encourages you, a friend, a study partner, a community, a podcast.
Like this one.
Like exactly this one. That is why Mr. English Podcast exists, to be a safe, kind, encouraging space where you can listen to real English without feeling scared.
And our community of listeners, you are all practicing together. You are all in the same journey. Nobody here is judging you.
We're all just walking together.
Let us also talk about what happens inside your body when you feel confident, because I think people forget that confidence is physical too. It's not just in your mind.
Oh, yes, this is interesting. So when you feel confident, you stand a little taller. Your shoulders are relaxed, not up near your ears.
Like this?
Yes, James, just like that. Shoulders down. And your breathing is slower. You're not taking short, fast little breaths. You're breathing normally, calmly.
And your voice sounds different too.
Yes, when people are nervous, their voice goes higher, it gets faster, it becomes harder to follow. But when you're calm and confident, your voice naturally becomes steadier, warmer, easier to listen to.
And here's the interesting part. You can actually work backwards. Instead of waiting to feel confident and then having good posture, you can have good posture and it helps you feel more confident.
Yes, science actually shows this. When you sit up straight, when you breathe slowly, when you keep your head up, your body sends signals to your brain. Good signals, calm signals.
So your body can help your brain.
Exactly. Next time you're nervous before speaking, try this. Stop, take one slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders drop, look up, and then speak. Even that small physical shift can change how your words come out.
That's such a practical tip. One breath, shoulders down, head up, speak.
Simple, free, available anywhere.
I want to share something else I observed, and this is about confidence and kindness. Because I think sometimes people think confidence means being tough, or serious, or strong in a harsh way.
But actually, kind people can be incredibly confident.
Yes, I know people who are so genuinely kind. They listen, they care, they're warm and friendly, and they're also the most confident people in the room. Because their confidence doesn't come from trying to impress anyone, it comes from just being fully themselves.
And when you're fully yourself, you don't need to perform. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to impress. You're just there, present and real.
And people feel that. Real feels different from performance. You can feel when someone is genuine, and genuine is always more attractive than perfect.
Always. I would rather talk to someone who is real and makes mistakes than someone who is polished and cold.
Completely. And for English learners, this is freeing, because it means your imperfect English with a warm heart is better than perfect English with no warmth at all.
Your warmth is your confidence. Your kindness is your confidence. Your willingness to try is your confidence.
That's a beautiful thing to remember.
Okay, I want to address something very real, and this might be uncomfortable for a moment, but it's important.
Let's hear it.
Sometimes the thing that's hurting our confidence isn't what's happening outside, it's what we're telling ourselves inside. The voice in our head that's not kind, not encouraging. That voice that says, you can't do this, you're not smart enough, your English is terrible, people will laugh.
The inner bully.
Yes, the inner bully. And for many of us, that voice is actually louder and more damaging than anything anyone outside has ever said to us.
That's hard to hear, but very true.
And the first step to dealing with that voice is noticing it. Just noticing it. Oh, there it is again, that mean little voice saying I'm not good enough.
And then?
And then asking, is this actually true, or is this just fear talking? Because fear talks. Fear talks a lot, and it says very convincing things, but many of those things are simply not true.
How you know the difference?
You look at the evidence. Has this actually happened before? Have people actually laughed at you? Have things actually fallen apart? Or is your mind creating a disaster movie that hasn't even started filming yet?
A disaster movie in your head.
With full special effects and a very dramatic soundtrack, and none of it is real.
So the practice is noticing the voice, questioning it, and then looking at what is actually true.
And then speaking anyway, acting anyway, taking the small step anyway, because that is how you teach that voice that it is wrong.
Every time you do the thing the voice said you could not do, the voice gets a little smaller.
A little smaller. And your real voice, your true voice, the one that says, I can try, gets a little bigger.
Until one day, the kind voice is louder than the scared one.
That is the goal. Not silence, just a kinder, louder voice.
Okay, we are getting close to the end of today's conversation, but before we close, I want to talk about one more thing, because I think it is something many people feel but do not say out loud.
What is that?
Some people feel like confidence is something you either have or you do not have. Like it's a gift. Like some people are just born confident and others are not.
And if you believe that, it feels hopeless. Like, well, I wasn't born with it, so I will never have it.
Exactly. But is that true?
No, absolutely not. Confidence is a skill. Like riding a bike, like cooking, like speaking English. It's something you learn, something you practice, something that grows the more you use it.
Nobody is born confident. Babies cry. They are not confident. They're just babies.
Right. Confidence is built through experience, through trying and surviving, through making mistakes and recovering, through speaking and being understood, through asking and getting an answer.
Every single time you survive an uncomfortable moment, your confidence grows a little.
A little. Not a lot all at once, just a little. But those littles add up.
Over time, those little moments become a big change.
And you look back one day and think, wow, I remember when ordering coffee felt impossible. And now look at me. That's real growth.
Real, slow, beautiful growth.
And it happens for everyone who keeps going, everyone who doesn't stop, everyone who gives themselves the grace to be imperfect and the courage to try again.
So, let's bring today's big ideas together simply and clearly.
First, confidence is not the absence of fear. It's taking a step even when fear is there.
Second, confidence is built from small actions, not big dramatic moments. Small, everyday ones.
Third, mistakes are not proof that you can't do something. They're proof that you're trying. And trying is always more valuable than staying silent.
Fourth, your body can help your confidence. Breathe slowly, sit tall, head up, speak.
Fifth, the voice inside your head is not always telling you the truth. Question it. Challenge it. Don't obey every scared thought it throws at you.
Sixth, confidence in English is about connection, not perfection. Be present, be warm, be real.
And seventh, confidence is a skill, not a gift. It's something every single one of you can learn, and it grows every time you choose to try.
Every time. And you know what? I want to say something directly to our listeners right now. If you're on your English journey, if you're still figuring things out, if your English is not where you want it to be yet, you're in the right place. And you're doing the right thing by listening, by practicing, by showing up every day.
That takes confidence too. Showing up, pressing play, giving yourself time to learn. That's already a brave and confident thing.
Do not let anyone, including the voice in your head, tell you otherwise.
You belong in every room you enter. You deserve to be heard. Your words have value. Your ideas have value. And your English, no matter what level it's at right now, has value.
Keep going. Please keep going.
We mean that from the bottom of our hearts.
All right, beautiful people. That's our conversation for today. We talked about confidence, why it matters, where it lives, how it grows, and how to hold on to it when life makes it hard to find.
We hope something we said today stayed with you. Maybe one idea, one sentence, one small moment of this conversation that made you think, yes, that's true for me too.
And now we want to hear from you. Come find us in the comments. Tell us about a moment when you felt nervous but did it anyway. Tell us what confidence means to you. Tell us where you are on your English journey. We read every single comment.
Because you're not alone in this. We're all in it together. This whole community, this whole family at Mr. English Podcast. We're walking the same path,
just at different points.
And if you loved today's episode, please, please, please share it with one person, just one. A friend, a classmate, a coworker, a family member who's learning English. It costs you nothing, and it might mean everything to them.
And of course, subscribe to Mr. English Podcast if you haven't already. New conversations, new topics, new English practice every week. Right here, made for you, kept simple, kept real.
I'm James.
And I'm Emma.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Until then, remember this. Every time you choose to speak, even when your voice shakes, even when the words aren't perfect, you're building something real, something lasting, something called confidence.
And that, my friend, changes everything.